Apologies, you can't see me. There you go. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the show. So tonight we are doing a live stream show for Champions League. Manchester City's travelling to Germany to play RB Leipzig. So, guys, I'm just going to see if I can get up the groups. Oh, no. Come on. Groups. There we go. Come on. So you guys can see what where the standings are, group standings. So, guys, please do drop your comments in the chat. Obviously, first Champions League game I've done for a bit. Obviously, been busy with other stuff, and obviously, there we go. That's better. Getting caught up with my wire. So yeah, guys, big game tonight, obviously, for Champions League. Actually, it's not that big of a game because it's kind of, if I just bear with me a second, guys, we can just bring this group up. And then you guys can see it. There we go. There we go, guys. So you can see the group stage. Obviously, we got Manchester City top of the group, which is good. They're going to finish top of the group, obviously, because there's only one game left. So Paris need 4 points to match Man City, and they can't get 4 points out of one game, as you guys know. So Man City will win the group. So tonight, I think it's a case of Pep Guardiola's probably going to rest a few players and obviously let a few of the youngsters, younger players or fringe players, get some game time and some experience in the Champions League. Leipzig obviously are going to have a lot to play for because they are matched on points with Club Brugge. So they will be probably wanting to try and get something out of this game to secure a UEFA Cup spot, and obviously Paris are going to be playing Bruges, so obviously plenty to play for Leipzig and Club Brugge. Not a lot to play for Paris and Manchester City, as you can see there, guys. So obviously we're doing a live stream tonight, guys, for Manchester City. I will come to the comments in a minute or two, so please do drop your comments. But yeah, we're doing a stream tonight for the Manchester City game. But as usual, guys, you are welcome to comment and talk about all UK football clubs and general football as well, because obviously, guys, I do the live stream so you guys can talk about all sorts of football in general. Obviously, we also have Liverpool playing later on at 8 o'clock, I think their kickoff is. So we'll see if we can have a quick look at Liverpool's group. There's Liverpool's group, obviously. There we go. Obviously, Liverpool top in their group. Obviously, we're not streaming tonight for Liverpool, but I just thought you guys might want a quick look at their group. They've got through, obviously, 15 points clear, so it's a good chance that Klopp is going to rest a few players as well and probably play some fringe players. Just on the note of Liverpool, before obviously we'll be focused on Manchester City, just to let you guys know, obviously, Shrewsbury have drawn Liverpool in the FA Cup, if you're not aware of that, and they were drawn against each other last year, and there was some issues with the Shrewsbury and Liverpool owners. The Shrewsbury owner made some accusations against Liverpool. He wasn't happy that they fielded a weaker team, and he made it quite well known. So that's obviously just one to point out to you guys that's interesting to look out for. That fact that, like I say, that Shrewsbury owner wasn't happy last time about Liverpool resting their key players because he claimed it lost the club around £500,000. I don't know how he comes to that figure. Obviously, you guys might agree with that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it is understandable why you might be frustrated. But obviously, we all know, guys, that the big clubs do that in the FA Cup and the League Cup. They rest players. So I'm not sure why the Shrewsbury owner was making such a big deal of it. But there you go. That's just a bit of interesting information I've picked up in the last few days, guys. I've actually had a bit of time to actually catch up with a bit of football news for a change, because obviously, as you guys know, I'm always busy with work and stuff, but I've actually had a chance over the weekend to catch up with some football stuff, some interesting stuff going on, guys. But we'll talk about that through the stream. But just to let you know, guys, the teams are just coming out now onto the pitch. So obviously, plenty 2 hours to discuss plenty of football stuff. I'm just gonna share the other screen for you guys so that you can see. Just bear with me a second. No, there we go. There we go. There we go, guys. So you can see, I'm not sure, obviously, if StreamYard have got the team news exactly right, because obviously I'm sure that they probably try and predict a little bit what Man City is going to play. But the usual 4-4-3 formation for Manchester City, they play that quite a lot. Looks like, basically, I'm just looking at the team. They've still got a strong team, guys, so they're taking this seriously. Obviously, some key players that I thought might be rested, De Bruyne, but obviously he's not. I don't know how much he's played actually this year. Phil Foden playing, Jack Grealish playing in the striker role, which is an interesting one, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts on that, because obviously we've discussed that quite a lot about. I know there's not us necessarily, but there's been a lot of conversation about Manchester City not playing a recognised striker, because obviously we all know that Jack Grealish knows how to find the back of the net, but it's not his natural position to play in the striker role. So, guys, looks like we have obviously the COVID restrictions kicking in tonight because Man City playing Leipzig behind closed doors, no fans in the ground. Disappointing because we want to see fan atmosphere, but obviously Germany is a country that's taking what's going on with the virus quite seriously. So, bit disappointing, no atmosphere tonight. But like I said, guys, not a lot to play for in this one for Manchester City. They're already through, so it's kind of more a case of they're playing for confidence and just maybe to, get some players some European experience. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on the game, any score predictions you've got. Please do consider subscribing if you're new. If you're not, also, please consider hitting that like button because it helps with the visibility on YouTube. So let's go to the comments, see what you guys are saying. Aaron, hi, how's it going, mate? Hi, guys, how are you today, mate? I'm okay, mate. I'm not too bad. I'm quite buzzing, actually, because I've managed to, actually, as I said at the start of the stream, I've managed to actually catch up with a bit of football news over the last few days, which has been brilliant, to be honest, because it's really frustrating sometimes with work and stuff like that, and then doing streams and not having a clear picture of what up to date, what's going on in the football world. So thanks for that, Aaron. I hope you are okay, mate. But yes, I'm good, thanks. And thanks for joining the stream, mate. Much appreciated. Aaron saying, what's your score prediction for the game tonight? I think it could be... I think it's going to be a pretty dominant performance from Manchester City. Obviously, Leipzig want to get some out of the game because they're still going to want to secure their place in the Europa League, which means they want to secure the third spot in the group. But I think obviously with the fact that they're playing in an empty stadium, I think Manchester City are just going to dominate this game. Probably maybe come out maybe 3-1, something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let me know, guys, your score predictions. But yeah, I'll go with 3-1 or 2-1, something like that, I think. But obviously not necessarily loads of goals, but I think we'll definitely see Man City dominate the game. So let me know, guys. Obviously, I'd be interested to hear what you guys have got to say, score prediction wise. Thanks for that, Aaron. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Mikey, evening, lads. How's it going, Mikey? Thanks for dropping in, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you're okay, mate. Aaron Hart, hi, Mike. How are you? Obviously, you guys talking amongst yourselves. Aaron Hart, I feel like Grealish could be a brilliant striker. He's a good finisher, got good dribbling, and got a good pass. I think he might get at least an assist tonight. Yeah, well, obviously he's playing up front. That's a good shout, Aaron. He's playing up front, so he's definitely going to get the goal scoring opportunities if he gets good service from the rest of the team. So yeah, that's a good shout, mate. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest, that Jesus is not playing because this is the perfect time when Man City obviously had more striker options last season. There were a lot of criticism towards Jesus, saying that he wasn't, when he was getting the chances, he wasn't showing it, he wasn't scoring enough, he wasn't producing enough in front of goal. But to be fair, obviously, he had limited chances. Now, obviously, with Man City not having a recognised striker, and he's the only real striker they've got in the squad that I think, apart from maybe some of the younger players. So you'd think this would be a perfect game to play in tonight, guys, because they don't have to win the game, and it would be a perfect game to get his confidence up, because as much as Guardiola might not have a lot of confidence in him, how can you grow his confidence and have confidence in him if you don't give him game time, particularly when there's not as much pressure on? So let me know your thoughts, guys. But yeah, that's a good shout, Aaron. Thanks for that, mate. Aaron, I'm great, mate. What's your score prediction for the City game, Mikey? Yeah, obviously, like I say, want to hear what you guys have got to say. Score prediction wise, game's just started, guys. So we're 2 minutes in, 0-0, and I think it's a free kick for Manchester City. Yeah, so obviously Man City starting off as I expect them to do, dominating. So they've just took a free kick, guys, and just basically wasted it. I'm sure you guys are watching though as well. Mikey saying, think City will win, but no idea what the score will be. Right, fair enough, mate, fair enough. Like I say, none of us have an idea of what the score prediction will. The score will be, Mikey, mate. It's just good to help get the stream going if we all chuck a couple of predictions in the chat to start with, mate. But yeah, fair enough. Obviously, sometimes I do the stream when I'm scratching my head, so I totally get what you mean, mate. I'm scratching my head sometimes with certain games to call it and give a score prediction, But yeah, for me, I think Man City will dominate this tonight. But thanks for that, Mikey. Much appreciated. Like I say, totally understand that it's not always easy to come up with a score prediction, mate. Aaron Hart, this game doesn't really matter to City and PSG's. It's a huge game for Leipzig, though. Yeah, exactly, mate. It's a huge game for Leipzig. And obviously, like I say, playing in an empty stadium, so it's whether Leipzig have got the experience to deal with that. I'm not sure how much German clubs have actually been playing in empty stadiums over the last 12 months or so, guys. I know they have been doing, but obviously I'm sure the fans of German football know a lot better than me how well certain clubs have been dealing with it. Because as we've seen in England and Scotland, some clubs dealt with it quite well, playing in behind closed doors during lockdowns and stuff. But some clubs didn't deal with it very well. So it'd be interesting to see how Leipzig get on with this tonight. But like I said, for me, guys, I'm expecting a dominant performance from Manchester City, especially with confidence being high, and the fact that they've just had a great performance at the weekend in the Premier League, which has sent them top of the league. I expect, like I said, guys, a confident performance, unless the players obviously don't have like a mental block, because we know that can happen sometimes, don't we? Good shout that, Aaron. Thanks, mate. Definitely right. The more important game for Leipzig. Aaron Hart, it's going to be a really interesting week for the Champions League. Every game and group is very close. Yeah, mate. I think I know. To be honest, disappointing tonight that both Man City and Liverpool are pretty. Well, it's not disappointing. Obviously, as fans of UK clubs, we want to see UK clubs progressing, but just a little bit disappointing. Nothing to play for because obviously, as football fans, we want to see entertaining games. But yeah, guys, plenty to talk about. Obviously, with regards to general football tonight as well. Some things I've picked up, what I've been catching up with some of the football news for finally, guys. Because as you guys know, I don't always get the time to keep up to date with everything. But I found a few interesting things in the last couple of days. Obviously, we'll keep talking about the Man City game, but I just want to point out a few things to you guys, and I will come back to the comments in a minute. I'm not sure if you heard, but Plymouth are about to lose their manager to Preston. Preston have basically come in for Plymouth's manager, and it looks like he's on his way to Preston, which is, for me, I'm quite happy about that, guys, because the way I'm not happy with Plymouth because as I'm not sure how aware of this you guys are, but obviously about 2 years ago, we had the problem with Bury Football Club and Bolton Football Club almost going bankrupt, and Bury actually did go bankrupt. Bolton managed to stay afloat and managed to get new owners, so they managed to secure their league status by getting new owners, but Bury didn't, as is well known by a lot of you guys, that Bury didn't manage to secure their league status because their owner refused to sell the club, basically. So, guys, obviously I don't want to go on about this too much, but I'm just bringing it to your attention. So the reason I'm glad that... no, it's not that I'm glad, it's just I think that it's funny that Plymouth are going to get a bit of humble pie. Because while the rest of the football world was feeling sorry for Bury and obviously had some sympathy, Plymouth were in the background basically stealing as many of Bury's players and also their manager as possible. So while the rest of the football world is showing sympathy to what happened with Bury, Plymouth were in the background doing all they could to get Bury's best players and also get Bury's manager. And I think there was a little bit... left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth for that, because I get that clubs are going to come and get their best players, but it was how quick Plymouth moved on it that didn't sit well with me, guys. But like I say, that's just my opinion. Maybe that's because obviously Bury is a local club to me, so I felt for the Bury fans seeing that happen. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with that, because like I say, Plymouth have been massively improving and in a position to potentially get promoted to the Championship. So that might all go wrong now if they lose their manager. So it's going to be interesting to watch and see how that develops. Also, guys, something else to talk about today that we will talk about a bit further on in the stream. I will mention it now so you guys are aware of it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts if you've heard anything about it as well. There's been an announcement. Apparently, the Queen is going to make in a Christmas speech some reference to the football fans, apparently, guys. I don't know if you've heard about this. There's been a government-led review into football in the UK, and there is the potential that we are going to have an independent regulator to regulate UK football, particularly English football, to make sure that some of the money filters down the leagues better, and also to make changes to football clubs to give fans more say in their football clubs. Now, that is absolutely fantastic news in the gist of it, guys, but the concern that I have with that, and I'm going to point it right out to you now, I'd love to know, let me know your thoughts, guys. I want to hear what you've got to say about this. This is interesting because for me, the idea and principle of it is absolutely fantastic, but I'm concerned, guys, because another independent regulating body is potentially going to create more problems. At first, when they create this independent body, it's going to improve or make some improvements to show that it's doing its job. But as we know, guys, once it settles in and it's been there for a couple of years, is it going to become like the English FA and basically become pretty useless? Do you get what I mean? Because as we've seen, the English FA is supposed to regulate the English Football League, and they're supposed to be in charge of making sure that finances are distributed fairly. And they're also supposed to be in charge of making sure that clubs are managed for the best interest of football fans. And they don't do that. So if the FA can't do that, what makes the government think an independent body is going to do that? I'd love to know your thoughts on it. We can talk about it some more as we go through the stream, guys, but obviously that's the bare bones of it. So I'd love to know your thoughts on it, guys, because it is an interesting fact. In theory, it's brilliant news to hear that finally something's being done to give fans more say in their football clubs. That is brilliant news. But the question is, will it be, is it just talk? Is it just a load more political talk? Because we know, and as some interesting debates I've had this last couple of days about this with some fans and obviously talking in different football chats and stuff like that. One interesting fact about this, guys, is that this independent body might come in and it's going to be good to start with. But as we know, the Premier League the reason the FA don't have the power that they should have is because of the Premier League's financial power. And it's been suggested that this independent regulator that might be introduced might actually not get introduced to start with, because the Premier League have got the financial muscle to drag this through the courts and stall it. So it's been suggested that they might take this to court so that it slows it down. Not because they don't want it to happen, but simply because they don't want it to happen. Simply because they don't want it to happen, so they could drag it through the courts for the next couple of years to fight against it, and end up wasting millions of pounds in court fees. And that's crazy, guys, because the whole point of this is to filter some money down the football leagues to the lower league clubs, so they get a fairer piece of the pie, financial pie. And yet the Premier League could waste millions of pounds dragging this through the courts. So I'd love to know your thoughts on it, guys. Let me know in the chat. Like I say, that's some of what I've learned in the last couple of days. And obviously, like I say, I've talked about it with a few football fans. But I've not really talked about it with you guys, the Fan Zone family. So, the Fandom family. So obviously, I want to hear what you guys have got to say about it, because it matters to me what you guys think about it, because like I say, Fandom is about fans. So I want to hear what you guys have got to say about it. So let's go back to the comments and see what you guys got saying. Guys, please do hit the like button if you could. Sorry if I'm repeating certain words. Obviously, as you guys know, when I first start a stream, sometimes it takes a little bit of 10-15 minutes to get my momentum going. But obviously, it will become more natural as I get more experience doing the live streams. Aaron Hart is saying PSG has scored everyone. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, cheers, Aaron. Thanks for that, mate. Appreciate you letting us know. Obviously, keeping an eye on the RB Leipzig Man City game, but always appreciate you guys letting us know what's going on in other games that's going on around football in Europe and in the UK. So massive thanks to Aaron there for letting us know that PSG are 1-0 up. Thanks, mate. Mikey, I think Jesus would benefit from a loan spell at Bolton Wanderers, would do his confidence a world of good. Yeah, mate, I'd love that. That'd be absolutely fantastic, to be honest. But I don't think Bolton could afford his wages, mate. As much as that's a class suggestion, I really don't think Bolton could afford his wages right now. But yeah, mate, it wouldn't be a bad idea for him to have a loan spell. Maybe, yeah, because if he's not going to get enough game time at Manchester City, then yeah, a loan shout would be good. Maybe he could go and play for Portsmouth, because I'm sure he'd do a good job for you guys as well. So yeah, but thanks for that, mate. Appreciated. It'd be lovely to at Bolton to be able to afford Premier League players again, but I think we're a while off that yet. But thanks for that, Mikey. Oh, these earphones are out in my head today, guys. Aaron Hart, imagine if Jesus went to Bolton, that would be I think you would mean would be crazy. Yeah, it would, mate. It would be it would, but obviously, like I say, mate, unfortunately, it'd be great to see him any Premier League players go down the lower leagues to get some match experience and some more match time, shall we say. So yeah, but like I say, mate, unfortunately, when you're in League One and League Two, the money's just not there to afford Premier League players on loan. Maybe that's a way Premier League players could help the lower league clubs a bit more by loaning some of their fringe players on, for cheaper money. To let the players get the football experience and obviously help out the lower league clubs a bit as well. It's a good shout, though, that from Mikey and Aaron. 4-2 to City, I think that is. It's a good shout, mate. Good shout. With 15 minutes, excuse me, guys. With 15 minutes in, still 0-0. Plenty of possession for Manchester City, as expected, and Leipzig keeping themselves quite compact. So yeah, plenty. Obviously, not much to really talk about up to now, guys. Not been really any goal mouth action apart from that free kick early on in the first couple of minutes. Aaron Hart, yeah, I think Man City will win today. 2-1 goals from Grealish and Mahrez. Yeah, mate, that's a good shout. Obviously, I know that there's a lot of fans that really like Mahrez. I've got nothing against the lad. I was disappointed to see him leave Leicester the way he did. But to be fair to him, he's gone on to Manchester City and he's been getting regular game time. I'll be honest, guys. I didn't think Pep Guardiola would take a liking to Mahrez. So I'm quite. He's impressed me quite a bit how he's managed to basically secure himself a place in the first 11 quite regular. I'm not sure if you guys are surprised with that. And the only reason I'm saying that is because we all know that Pep Guardiola doesn't. He's not shy about dropping players if he doesn't think they're doing what he's asking of them. So yeah, I'd love to know if you guys agree with that. Aaron Hart, did you see that Jude Bellingham got fined for saying the referee has match fixed before? No, I didn't know that, mate. Tell us a bit more about that, mate. I didn't know what. But yeah, that's an interesting one. You'll have to let me know more about that, mate. That's I didn't know nothing about that. I thought I was catching up with some of the football news, but as you guys know, there's that much football to keep up with. You can think you're up to date with it, and somebody always knows a bit more because there's always plenty of football news coming through. Because we've, let's be honest, guys, we've got a very active football nation, haven't we? The whole UK loves football, so and in fact, the whole world loves football, and obviously some of the fans, some of the most passionate fans in the world supporting UK football clubs. So yeah, let me know, mate. I'd love to know a bit more about that. Thanks for that, though, Aaron. Mikey saying Ipswich sacked Paul Cook also. Oh, I didn't know. See, this is why we need the streams, guys, because I know stuff, you know stuff, and we can all share it. But so. Massive thanks to Aaron Hart there and Mikey bringing me up to date with a bit more football news that I didn't know about. So no, mate, I didn't know Ipswich had sacked Paul Cook. So thanks for that, Mikey. I'm not even sure how have Ipswich been doing. I've not really been took much notice of Ipswich this season, to be honest. I took notice of them a bit more last season, but not this season. I was thinking that they might just have an average season this year. But yeah, thanks for that, Mikey. And also, Aaron, keep bringing us some more football news. That's why I love the live streams, guys, because I am not disrespectful enough to not acknowledge that we all have an adequate and even amount of football knowledge. And the reason I say that is no disrespect to other YouTubers, but some of them, some other YouTubers can be arrogant and think that they know everything. And I'm not like that, guys. I respect that you guys have also got a lot of football knowledge. And sometimes you've got football knowledge that even I don't know. So so big shout out to you guys for coming and sharing what you know. Really appreciated. Aaron Hart, Kylian Mbappe scored again, 2-0 PSG. Cool. Well, it looks like PSG, to be honest, it looks like PSG made a strong start to their game, but I expected Manchester City and PSG to put in a dominant performance. And let's be honest, guys, PSG seem to play well when the pressure's not on, but they don't always play well when the pressure is on. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Kylian Mbappe in January. Do you guys reckon that Paris Saint-Germain are going to... We all seen that Paris Saint-Germain stubborn in the summer, and obviously we all know that Real Madrid were trying to get Mbappe. And PSG were very stubborn and didn't want to let him go. But obviously, he's only got 6 months left on his contract. So what do you guys think? Do you think they're going to let him go in January? Or do you think he'll stay at PSG till the end of the season? I'd love to know your thoughts on that. But thanks for that, Aaron. Massive shout out there to Aaron, keeping us up to date with the other game in the group. Mikey, did Bury reform in lower leagues or anything? Yes, mate, they did, but they had to reform as a brand new football club because the owner wouldn't sell the club. So basically, the club went into receivership, and the owner still owns Bury Football Club, and he still owns the ground as well. So the Bury fans basically got together and created a brand new football club, which is called, if I remember rightly, Bury AFC? I think they've added an A to it, if I remember rightly. But yeah, they're in the non-league, mate. But to be honest, it's just great that the Bury fans still have some form of club to support. I know the Bury fans, I've spoke to a lot of Bury fans, and I know they're very disappointed to not have the original football club, but at least there is still a form of a football club for them to support. So that I'm happy about. It's just disappointing. There's not much fans can do about it when you get owners like the Bury owner that has done what he done. And this is where we need the FA to be stronger and doing more to protect our football clubs against stuff like that. But obviously that's maybe a bit of a debate for another day. But yeah, thanks for that, Mikey, mate. Hopefully that lets you know. I'm sure it's Bury AFC they've reformed as, because obviously it used to be Bury FC before. And if I remember rightly, I'm sure it's Bury AFC now. So yeah. But they play at Ratcliffe, mate. They're renting off Ratcliffe Borough. So if you don't know Ratcliffe Borough is another smaller club near to them that play in non-league, and they've got their own little football ground. And Bury play there. I'm hoping, guys, to get down there actually, because I haven't. Obviously, it'd be interesting to see how Bury's progressing and go and learn about what the situation is directly from the club and from the fans. So hopefully, I'm hoping that at some point in the new year, I might be able to get down to Bury and go and get some footage of a game and also get some fan reaction. So I'll let you know on that, guys. Hopefully, that is my plan, to try and push to do that in the new year, because I haven't managed to get to many games this year. In fact, I've only been to one, and that was with family, so I didn't record it. But yeah, hopefully I'll try and get to Bury in the new year and get some footage so you guys can see what is going on with the new Bury Football Club, and also try and get some fan reaction as well, and some comments from the fans to let us know what their feelings is, and obviously give us an update on what their club's been going through, because who's going to know better about Bury Football Club than Bury fans? So yeah, hopefully that's something in the new year. Sam Thornton, hi mate, how's it going, Sam? Thanks for dropping in, mate. Appreciated. Let us know, mate, if you've got a score prediction before the game gets going too much. Leipzig have just scored, so that's obviously going to make the game a little bit more interesting, guys. I'm shocked, to be honest, because I expected a really dominant performance from Man City, but fair play to Leipzig. They've took the lead, 1-0 Leipzig, and obviously that might get Man City to finally, take the game a bit more seriously. But yeah, shout out to Sam Thornton. Thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Appreciated. PFC_DY4 is Dylan. Hi. Hi, guys. How are you, mate? I'm good, thank you. How's it going, Dylan? Thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Let us know your score prediction. Obviously, with a live stream, and if you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button. Obviously, just to bring you up to date, we've been getting updates from Aaron on the PSG game in the other group. PSG 2-0 up, courtesy that information, thanks to Aaron. And also, Mike has been sharing some information with us about Ipswich. So we're just here obviously watching the game, guys, and discussing all UK football topics. We've pointed out some stuff about, or I've pointed out some stuff about the new proposed independent regulator coming into football, and letting you guys know there's potentially, apparently the Queen is going to mention it in her Queen's Christmas speech. So that's something for you guys to look out for. But just that obviously you can watch the video back, guys, but I'll just give you a quick overview of some of the stuff we've been talking about if you're just joining us. But thanks for that, Dylan, mate. I'm good, thanks, and hopefully you are okay. And also shout out there to Sam Thornton as well. Mikey, I'll give Pep a call for you, mate. Thanks. Yeah, tell him, Bolton. To be honest, if Pep's going to loan Bolton any players, tell him we need some defenders. I think we need defenders more than a striker. That would be cool. But yeah, thanks for that, mate, Mikey. I love the light-hearted humour. Sam Thornton, Barnsley boy, John Stones playing today. Yes, mate. Yeah. Some interesting. I'm interested to watch this game to see how. As I told you guys, I'm rubbish with remembering players' names. Come on, Gareth. What's he called now? I'm going to look because I'll remember as soon as... Phil Foden. I don't know why I forget players' names. Sorry, guys. I'm just not good at remember players' names. Phil Foden. I am very much interested to see how this lad's developing, because I think he's potentially going to be a big player for England in the future. So I'm quite interested to see how he develops, because, like I said, I know he's been getting a lot more game time for Manchester City in recent months, but he's still not playing every game. So it'd be great to see him get more first team action. But yeah, I think Pep Guardiola holds him in quite high regard as well. So maybe he's using him sparingly, if you like, so he doesn't put too much pressure on the player. But yeah, let me know, guys, any particular players in the Manchester City team that you guys are interested in. Thanks for that, Sam, mate. Appreciated. Bury reformed as Bury AFC. Yeah, Dylan. Yes, mate. I was just pointing it out because I was mentioning. Why was I talking about Bury now? Oh, yeah, I was talking about Bury because I was mentioning about Plymouth, mate, which obviously you being a Portsmouth fan probably already know about Plymouth potentially losing their manager to Preston. Preston are after Plymouth's manager. And obviously... I was just saying to you guys in the chat, that I'm quite happy about that because I was a bit irritated with how quick Plymouth moved on Bury players and the Bury manager when Bury were in all that financial trouble. So I'm kind of I've nothing against Plymouth, but I am happy to see that they might get a bit of humble pie, a bit of taste of their own medicine. But just as they're doing well. Another club is going to come and steal their manager, which is kind of the reverse of what they did to Bury, if you like. So that's why we was mentioning Bury, mate. So yeah, but like I said, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts about Plymouth. Do you think that when Plymouth lose their manager, do you think that will mean Plymouth will just drop straight back down the leagues again? Because obviously at the minute they're fighting up at the top of the League One, potentially could get promoted into the Championship. So let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Obviously, Mikey and Dylan talking. Sam Thornton, thoughts on Ryan Lowe leaving Plymouth to join Preston? Yes, mate. I was talking about it earlier. To be honest, like I said, I've got nothing against Plymouth. I was just Not happy with the way Plymouth were with Bury when Bury was in all that trouble. The fact that Plymouth basically didn't hesitate to go and basically get their hands on as many Bury players as they possibly could, and also Bury's manager. So that was for me. I'm quite happy to see that Plymouth might get a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, if you like. Like I say, normally I have nothing against Plymouth. I'm not a big. I thought it was a bit disrespectful when every other club and every other fan throughout football was showing sympathy at that time towards Bury, and in the background, Plymouth were working away on how to steal Bury's best players and get Bury's manager and stuff like that. So I thought it was a little bit out of order. They could have waited a couple of weeks before they moved on it. But there you go. That's football, isn't it, guys? As the saying goes, football never stops. So thanks for that, Sam Thornton. Just quickly explaining to you, mate, that we have been talking about it, or at least I've been talking about it. But love to know your thoughts on that with regards to Plymouth, because it is an interesting one. Like I say, will be interesting if you guys think that Plymouth can still push for the championship, or do you think that they will now maybe start dropping points and maybe fall off their run a bit? Dylan is saying, I'm going to say RB Leipzig 3-2 Man City. Yeah, mate, that's an interesting shout. Good shout. You're potentially on course for that right now, mate, because it's 1-0 RB Leipzig. But I'm seeing that Manchester City seem to have stepped it up a little bit, guys, with regards to performance. They definitely speeded their play up a little bit. Sorry, guys, just needed to wet my mouth as I can do a lot of talking, as I'm sure you guys are aware. So keep your comments coming, guys. Love to obviously hear what you guys want to talk about. That's why I do the live streams. Like I said, plenty of football to talk about. I'm interested to know what you guys think about this independent football regulator that's potentially going to be introduced, and the possibility that the Premier League might fight it in the courts. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Do you think that the Premier League should fight it in the courts? Do you think they're right to fight it? Do you think they're bang out of order to fight it? I'd love to know. Let me know, guys. The reason I've mentioned it is so I can find out your guys' opinions on it, because this is potentially something that could change the face of UK football, particularly English football, forever. I've only read up on it partially. I've still got to read some more up because I might do a stream about that yet. We'll see how much information needs to be covered on it first, because I need to find out if this independent regulator idea is just going to be for English clubs, or is it also going to include Scottish football as well? So I'll have to find that one out, guys. But yeah, for now, guys, just let me know if you've heard about it, what your thoughts are on it, and do you agree with it? Do you think it's a good thing, or are you like me? Do you worry that another independent regulator might just become like the FA, where they get bullied by the Premier League because the Premier League have got all the money? I'd love to know. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Sam Thornton, don't know much about it, mate. Right, well, basically, I've not read up on it enough, Sam, to let you know all the details. But basically, the government have set up an investigation based on last year, what happened last year with you. You're all well aware of the European Super League that was proposed, and the fact that 6 English clubs were basically going to abandon every other English club for their own selfish reasons. Well, because of that, and because of the proposal of the European Super League, it has forced the government to do something. And basically, they have set up an investigation, an inquiry, whatever you want to call it. And that inquiry has come to the conclusion that an independent football body is needed to regulate and manage UK football, or particularly English football, for the best interests of fans and the best interests of football clubs in the UK. Basically, making sure that football clubs could have a long-term future, basically. So basically, to try and help filter the money down the leagues better, and also make sure that clubs manage themselves better. And I believe that there is also proposals involving this to give fans more say in their football clubs, which in theory, guys, sounds absolutely fantastic in theory. But like I've just pointed out, will we see, if we do see an independent body created to regulate football in England, will they basically end up getting bullied by the Premier League financially the same way that the FA do? Because the FA, let's be honest, guys, the English FA is supposed to regulate football. They're the people that are supposed to be making sure that football is run and managed in this country for the best interests of fans and football clubs, not for the best interest of leagues, for the best interest. Because if you keep football clubs healthy, then the leagues stay healthy. So there's no need to worry about the league if you keep football clubs financially healthy. Do you get what I mean? So this is a proposal to do this, guys, to bring in this independent regulator. And apparently the Queen is going to say something at Christmas in a Christmas speech about it. Whether that happens, I don't know. That's what I've read. So it's going to be interesting to see. But normally, if the Queen is mentioning it and something about it, that is indicating that they're taking it quite seriously, guys. But like I say, for me, I think this is a good idea in theory. But I'm expecting that the Premier League are going to fight it. I'm going to expect that the Premier League, because they're so rich, because there's people running the Premier League that only care about the financial side of it, and they don't care about the lower leagues, they are going to fight it in the courts. I think they will spend millions of pounds that could be filtered down to lower league football, and they're going to waste it probably dragging it through the courts to fight it, because they don't want to be independently regulated, because it will mean that then the Premier League will be answerable to another organisation. Because let's be honest, guys, they are supposed to be answerable to the FA, but we see it that they are not answerable to the FA. So it will be interesting to see how that develops, guys. But there you go, Sam. That's quickly a bit of an overview of it, mate. Like I said, I don't know all the details because I've got to read up on it, and I've read some of it, but obviously I've not had time to read all of it. But hopefully that gives you a bit of a clearer picture, mate, of what it means and potentially how it's going to develop. Like I say, it's not something that they're going to just bring in like that, because like I say, I think that if they push to bring this in the new year, I expect that the Premier League are going to fight it in the courts. But like I say, that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. So guys, we got Leipzig not letting Man City have it all their own way, and Leipzig just on the attack, just trying to get an attack going. It's so weird, isn't it, watching games in empty stadiums? Do any of you guys know if this game in Leipzig, is it actually being played behind closed doors because of the virus, or is it because of Leipzig getting some kind of punishment? Oh, Leipzig almost getting a second there, guys. What are Man City doing? Have they took their eye off the ball because they've already got enough points to qualify? Let me know, guys. Do you think Manchester City are underachieving here because they are kind of maybe not focused enough because they know they're already qualified? I'd love to know your thoughts, guys, because Leipzig definitely trying to create chances and almost just made it 2-0. Sorry, guys, I'm yawning. Long day. Mikey, do you know much about the fan ownership model they use in the Bundesliga? Yes, I do, mate. I know a bit about it. I don't know loads, but I know quite a bit, enough to give you a quick overview of it. The way it works in Germany is that German clubs are owned 51% are owned by fans. And the reason it's 51% is the private ownership can only earn up to 49% of a German club, and the fans own 51%. And the reason that it's done like that is because the German Football League, let's be honest, they've got more respect for the fans than the English League. Let's be honest, guys, because they've done it to secure the long-term future of each football club. And they've also done it, and it's been in for a long time, they also done it to make sure that they protect the football club, and the Bundesliga are recognising by doing that, that a football club is part of the community. And therefore, the community, the fan community, should have a right to have a say in what happens with their club, and should also have rights to protect their club from rich owners. This is why we don't hear German clubs going bankrupt, guys, because fans own 51% of the shares of the club, which means that that rich owners can't run the club into all sorts of financial craziness. So that's why we don't never hear of German clubs going bust, because fans basically make sure that the owner that they've got, who owns like 49% or whatever, never has the power to get the club in deep trouble financially, which is basically, it works, as we see, guys. It works. It would be a good idea to see some of that come over here, but I just can't see it, because money talks in England, unfortunately. And as we know, if you don't live in the UK, you might not know. But for me, this country is a rich man's country. It's not for a poor man or for a poor lady. It's a rich man's company. If you got lots of money, you can do well in the UK. But if you haven't, you're going to be struggling. And that's what the economy of the UK is set up for. It's set up to benefit people that have got a lot of money. And that's why we see the ownership the way we do in England. Whereas the German economy, with all respect, the Germans, you know, I've got so much respect for the Germans, because they put their people first. And there's not enough of that in the UK, where the government put the people first. But in Germany, they do that. And that's why they've got these clubs where the fans own 51% of the shares, because in the German government's eyes and the Bundesliga eyes, the people matter. And that is the way it should be in every country, guys. Let's be honest. So it's really disappointing to see that doesn't happen more in other leagues. And maybe other leagues should learn some things from Germany, because I've got a lot of respect and admiration for the way Germany does things for its people. It's a very clever country, and very mindful of doing the right thing for its people. So hopefully, Mikey, that gives you a bit of a better understanding. I can't tell you the full details of it, mate, because I don't know enough of the details. It's a shame Amish is not with us tonight, because he's a big German football fan, so it would be handy for him to share some of his football knowledge. But one thing I do know, mate, is that the fans own 51% of all German clubs, which means that it stops owners having the majority shares in the club. So, yeah, like I say, for me, that is an absolutely fantastic thing. So hopefully that makes it a bit clearer to you, mate. Like I say, I will look up the details at some point when I have more time, and maybe we can discuss it more in the future, because there's definitely plenty to be learned from German football, in my opinion. But thanks for that, Mikey, and hopefully I've give you a little bit of info there that helps you make a bit more sense of it. Sam Thornton, think they would focus anyway, mate, as they are all playing with points to prove and try and get a place in the side with lots of squad depth. Well said, Sam. Well said, mate. Couldn't have said it better, mate. But I was just pointing out that sometimes, let's be honest, players can get the psychological mindset of they don't need to give it everything in a game like this, because they've already secured their Champions League season for the new year. So I was just meaning, maybe I didn't explain it properly, my meaning of it, so my apologies, mate. But I was trying to point out that maybe psychologically it was something psychologically with the players a bit less motivated. But yeah, Sam Thornton there, spot on, mate, absolutely. I couldn't have said it better, mate. You're right. the players should be up for this game and should definitely be showing the manager that they deserve to be picked in the next team. You're right, but like I say, sometimes as I'm sure you guys have recognised for your own clubs and also other games, and come on, let's be honest, guys, we've seen it a lot with Man United recently, haven't we? This psychology thing affecting players, where they have this, it seems to rub off on one player starts with a psychological issue, and it seems to pass through the team sometimes, doesn't it? But yeah, Mikey, Sam Thornton, absolutely, mate. Definitely agree that we need that you're right, that players should be playing like that, and it would be good to see more of it. So it's half-time, guys. Leipzig 1-0 up. Pretty disappointing first half from Manchester City, to be honest. They had plenty of ball possession, plenty of attacking momentum, but not much creativity in front of goal. Not sure. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. Do you think that was more because of the way Leipzig were playing? Do you think it's this striker problem? Because with all respect, we all know that Jack Grealish is a great player, but he's not a striker. He's not a striker, guys. He's a midfielder. So is this Pep Guardiola yet again with his stubbornness not to play a recognised striker? I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Mikey, right, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Thumbs up with regards to that. So I'm presuming I give you a bit of understanding with regards to that. Guys, please do keep your comments coming and hit the like button if you haven't. And also let me know, guys, anything you particularly want to talk about while it's half time. Let's have a quick look at the group, guys, to see exactly what that would. Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to quickly share the group to see what that would do to the group. There we go, guys. So as it stands, if the score lines stay like this, no movement in the places, but it would mean that Leipzig secure that UEFA Cup spot. Obviously, Paris would close the gap on Manchester City, but Manchester City would still be top. So it kind of that's kind of what I expected, to be honest, guys. Obviously, with the exception, I didn't expect Leipzig to be in front at halftime. But yeah, there you go, guys. Not much, like I say, no change in positions. And it looks like I say, it looks like Leipzig, as long as they can get a draw, obviously, or get something, I think they'll secure. Well, they should secure, won't they? Because like Club Brugge would have to score a couple of goals to change the goal difference. Yeah, there's no way. Minus 14. I didn't realise it with that, guys. So Club Brugge on a minus 14 goal difference. So yeah, there's unless Club Brugge manage to turn the result around and get a draw or a win and Leipzig lose, I think that's how we're going to see the group finish, guys. Let me just see if I can. So there you go, guys. Not much to talk about in this game, to be fair. It's kind of going the way we expected, I think, guys. So, because we haven't got an awful lot to talk about with the game, apart from obviously the recognised striker debate, where would we up to with the chat? Because we haven't got a lot to talk about, guys, just to let you know, obviously, I've got a new post coming out tomorrow on social media. So for you guys that are Championship fans in England and Scotland, new post coming tomorrow. something new, something I've already tried, but not with the championship. So it'll be good to see what you guys think of it. I'm trying to do it for the championship, to be fair, to give you guys a bit more something unique to Fandom. Hopefully you guys will like it. Because obviously a lot of I've not noticed anybody do a post like that. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away, but it'll be out tomorrow, guys. So there's just a bit of Fandom exclusive on the Fandom channel. A new post coming tomorrow for Championship fans in Scotland and England. So hopefully you guys will like that. It took me a few hours to make it, guys. So if you do see it, please do drop it a like and let me know if you like it as well in the comments, because like I say, it took quite a few hours to make it. But like I say, I don't mind spending the time if it's stuff that you guys are going to enjoy. And that's why I took the time to do it, because it's just something new, something unique to Fandom, and hopefully something that just enjoys something that you guys enjoy, which combines basically Scottish and English football together. So let me know, like I say, when you see it, drop it a like, let me know your thoughts if you like that. It'll be shared on all Fandom social media platforms. So it'll be on Facebook, it'll be on Instagram, and it'll also be on Twitter tomorrow. So yeah, guys, don't forget, if you see it, let me know your comments, your thoughts on it. Also, guys, if you're interested, I don't want to talk about this too much, obviously, because I do mention it almost every stream. But if you're interested, just to let you know, I've got, obviously, I do the live streams for you guys to come and share your thoughts and get involved in Fandom. That is why I do the live streams. But I recognize that I'm not always available to do live streams. And sometimes you guys might want to talk about football when I'm not streaming. And you want to do that. So to help you guys do that within the Fandom community, I have group chats on Instagram. I'm hoping that if we can get some more followers on Twitter, that I'll be able to start doing it on Twitter in the new year at some point later next year. But like I said, I need to do some work on Twitter to figure out how I will get the numbers moving, because I'm not very good at these short messages, which is why I don't use Twitter as much. But yeah, like I say, I'd love to know if you guys are interested in that. Because obviously, like I say, the fan groups on Instagram and obviously, hopefully, eventually on Twitter, for you guys more than me. They're more for you guys to just have somewhere non-toxic and positive, where you can enjoy talking football with other fans in a mates group, basically. That's the whole point of it, is to bring you guys together so you build positive friendships, get to know each other as mates, and just enjoy talking football. And I know you always come on the channel and do that, and I really appreciate all you guys and your support. But that's my way of giving you guys a bit of something back, that I manage the non-toxic chat groups and let you guys come together in positive chat groups where you can build friendships and become mates and get to know each other a bit better, and then just enjoy a bit of fun debate and a bit of friendly banter as well. So if you're interested in that, guys, drop me a message on Instagram. And like I say, if you're interested in the potential one that I will hopefully get started next year with, fingers crossed, then follow on Twitter, and then keep your eyes out some point next year, where I hope to get that off the ground. But like I say, we need to get the followers up on Twitter first before I can do that. But I'm gonna do some research, I think, when I get time, to see how I can help Twitter get moving a bit better. So yeah, guys, sorry to bore you with that. I just thought, because they get not a lot to talk about in the game, and even Pep Guardiola looks like he's bored. Have you seen his image on the bench? He doesn't look too happy. Didn't look like he was enjoying that game there. So yeah, guys, I was just dropping that in to let you guys know that, like I say, that is something I manage and run for you guys. And obviously, I like to try and give you guys a bit of something back for your fantastic support. Mike is saying, no fans at RB Leipzig due to the COVID. They have to play 3 games behind closed doors. All right, mate. Well, thanks for that. I wasn't sure. I thought it was because of the virus. I did think it was because of that. But obviously, I wasn't sure if it was. You never know with FIFA because they do like to. That's one of their favourite punishments, isn't it? When they give a punishment out to clubs, they like to give the punishment of playing behind closed doors. So I wasn't sure, mate. I wasn't sure, but I did suspect that it was probably because of the virus. But massive shout out there to Mikey for confirming that for me, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you. Sky Sports Bundesliga matches are to be limited to 50% attendance and a maximum of 15,000 fans due to reintroduced COVID restrictions in Germany. Right. Well, thanks for that, Mikey. Much appreciated, mate. Like I say, I did suspect that it was because of the virus. But guys, I'm not going to talk about the virus because I've got very strong opinions about it. So I don't want to talk too much about it and upset people, shall we say. But what I will say about it, and I'm not a big fan of promoting big TV media companies, but I will give you a tip, guys. Go and watch Fox News on YouTube and you will learn a bit more of the truth about this virus. Because let's be honest, European governments and European media are not giving you the full facts about it, guys. So if you want to know more, I will give you that as a tip. That's just a friendly tip. I'm not saying that any of these media companies are telling you that all the facts are the correct facts. Obviously, that you learn, you get the information and figure it out for yourself. But for me, the best information I've been finding up to now about it has been coming from Fox News in America. I've been quite surprised how honest they've been about it, to be honest, guys. So, go and check that out. They do little news clips. They put them on YouTube, so it's well worth a watch. It just give you a clearer picture, guys, of the true impact of what's going on. And you can make a calculated decision for yourself then about it rather than just... shall we say, believing all the media in your own country. So for me, guys, I like to research. I've watched Australian news. I've watched American news. I've watched European news. I've even watched Russian news to find out the full facts because I do not trust a lot of the mainstream media companies because, as we know, they're more interested in profit than they are about making the correct information available. Or shall we say they like to tell you the bits that suit them and not tell you all the rest. So go and check that out, guys. Everybody can make their own mind up about the virus. We all need to take precautions. There's no question about that. We all need to be careful and we all need to protect precautions and be careful so we're not passing it about. But like I say, there's a bit more to it than some of the media companies are reporting. So for me, I'll just give a tip to you guys. Go and check that out on YouTube. There's plenty of information there. If you look at the right channels and the right media companies sharing the correct information. Like I said, I don't want to get into it too much, guys, because we are a football channel and we try to be positive and obviously a lot of what's going on with the virus is not very positive. So I would just urge you guys to be careful, stay safe. Obviously, try to keep your social distancing where possible to keep yourself safe and healthy. But yeah, make sure you go and do the research, guys, to find out and make your own mind up for yourself. Look at a few different media companies from around the world to make your own decision about it. But thanks for that, Mikey. Much appreciated, mate. A temporary limit on the numbers of fans in the stadium is understandable, German Football League chief Christian Saffer said. Yeah, mate, it's a sensible decision. For Germany being that heart of Europe, obviously a lot of people move through in and out of Germany with it being right in the centre of Europe. So they are a country that are more susceptible to it passing around, I would suppose. But to be honest, guys, no country's safe from it right now. So like I say, but massive thanks, Mikey. Appreciate you sharing that, mate. Like I said, I will leave it for now with that because I don't want to talk about the virus too much, to be honest. I want to keep the channel positive and enjoy talking about football. So, guys, the players just coming back out. I don't know what you make of the Manchester City kit, guys. This Manchester City top. football shirt. It's not a traditional football shirt, is it? Have you noticed, guys? They've got a new strip with Manchester City right across the middle instead of having the club badge there, which I've not realised, guys. That's quite a new one on me. I've never not seen too many. Not seen too many football kits without the badge on in a significant place like that. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on the Manchester City kit. Did you notice that they haven't got the badge in the traditional place of either left or right? Well, yeah, it's the left side, isn't it, normally, traditionally. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. I've only just noticed that, Jen, just looking at Jack Grealish, that he's got that shirt on. Sam Thornton tested positive for COVID yesterday. Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, rest up. Get the vitamins down your neck, mate. Plenty of water and plenty of vitamins will help you recover faster. Obviously, it's not going to get rid of it in 5 minutes, but if you get plenty of water down in your system to help your system flush, mate. The more water you drink, the better it is to help your system flush, and that can only be a positive to getting you back on the road to recovery and feeling better, mate. So best wishes to you, Sam. Hopefully you don't have it for long, mate. And like I say, my best advice would be to drink plenty of water. Even if you don't want to drink it, just try and force yourself to drink it and remind yourself a couple of pints a day might mean that you get rid of it a day or two early, mate. So, yeah, best wishes, Sam. Hopefully you make a speedy recovery, mate. And like I said, get some multivitamins to help give your body a bit of a boost. So sorry to hear about that, mate. Had the vaccine last week. I'm not going to comment, mate. I'm not going to comment. Like I say, I'm sorry to hear. I'm not going to comment on the fact that you've had a vaccine. I'm not. I just wish you the best, mate. I wish you the best, and I hope you make a speedy recovery. Like I said, get plenty of fluids down you to help your body flush it through. Luckily, don't have any symptoms and feel fine. See, this is a strange thing, isn't it? A lot of the people that are getting it are saying they're not getting the symptoms and feel fine. So, yeah. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, you stay feeling fine. But like I say, to give your body a help, because if you've tested for it, then that's potentially saying that you've potentially got it. Although it has been well documented that some of these tests are not mega accurate. But like I say, don't want to really get talking about the virus because I've got personal opinions that are probably better to stay personal. But yeah, best wishes, Sam, and hopefully make a speedy recovery, mate. And like I say, get plenty of water drinking plenty of water, sorry. Mikey, get well soon, mate. Yeah, exactly. Well said, Mikey. Thanks for that. Hopefully Sam makes a speedy recovery. Guys, so the game is kicked off again. We're a minute in. Obviously, Manchester City with back on the ball and trying to move up the pitch. So it'll be interesting to see whether Man City can get an equaliser in this, guys. Will be interesting to see. Gundogan on the ball and a foul. What a stupid... Why do players do that, guys? Please explain what makes play. We see players do this all the time. A player come attacking the box and the opposition player just sticks a leg out. Why did he do it? It's baffling, guys. It's an head scratcher. It's one of them. When you see players do it, you're like, why? Why did you put your leg out? If you don't know you can get the ball, don't put your leg out. Why do they do it? Honest. These are professional players. If it were me and you guys playing it on a Sunday, then it'd be understandable because we're not professional. But these guys are professional. So why did he do it? Stick a leg out. You can see what's going to happen before it happens, can't you, guys? It's laughable sometimes. So De Bruyne looks like De Bruyne is taking this one, guys. Come on. Oh, let's see a De Bruyne special. Oh, well, that wasn't a De Bruyne special, was it, guys? We've seen him do a lot better than that. Now, disappointing from De Bruyne, to be fair, because he's the master at free kicks normally. But he's back on the ball now. Sterling. Wasted opportunity there, guys. Wasted opportunity. So, guys, keep your comments coming. Like I say, let me know. Do you feel frustrated when you see you watching your club and you see one of your defenders just stick a leg out and you know they're not going to win the tackle, but they still stick the leg out? Let me know, guys. I want to know from you guys. Do you find that frustrating? Oh, there's nothing in that. Are you seeing this foul, guys? Yeah, they both come together at the same time. There's nothing in that. Come on. Seriously, what is it with these players and trying to claim cheap fouls like that? It's you know what I mean? Sportsman's conduct, guys. I find that really frustrating me because I'm very much like that. If I play, I'm very competitive if I play football. But I'm a sport. I would always remember sportsmanship. You know, you know, I don't want to win by cheating. I want to win fairly. If I play football, I want to win fairly. I want to win because I've run through a brick wall to win, not because I've cheated to win. So when you see some of these players going down like they've been shot, and you know, just through a scuff or a scrape, it's kind of pathetic sometimes, isn't it, guys? But like I said, that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Sam Thornton did 2 tests to make sure it wasn't a false positive, and they both were both positive. Did you do 2 tests on the same day, though, mate? Because as we know, like I say, as we know with the virus, sometimes some of the tests can be inaccurate. So maybe it would be a good idea to test one day and then do another test the next day. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I don't know, but like I say, best wishes, and hopefully you make a fast recovery, mate. Like I say, all I can say is the best thing I can say, and I say it to all you guys when you tell me, is get plenty of water through your system, because, you know, Mother Nature is the best healer, in my opinion. Nobody gives you better recovery than Mother Nature, and you know, that is what the best thing to help recover it is water. Because we are made of water. Let's be honest, guys. That's gone off. Are we getting it? No, that don't work, does it? Have I found it? Have we got it? Sorry, guys, I'm just bear with me a second. I'm seeing if I can. There we go. There we go, guys. I've got it. This is the first time I've had it for a while. There you go, guys. If you're not watching the game, you can see now the ball movement on the screen. I'm sorry I can't always share this, guys. It's whether SofaScore allows me to share it, whether it gives it the option. Sometimes, some games it gives you the option, some games it doesn't. So obviously, if I do see it and it's there, I will share it, but it's not always there for every game that you see. But there you go, guys. Be interesting to see that. But mind you, it won't match up always to the game anyway, does it? Because obviously, as we know, that when you're watching TV, sometimes there can be a delay, can't there? Sam Thornton, hopefully we'll be free of COVID by Christmas. Yeah, mate. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, there's plenty of time. Like I say, a couple of weeks to go for Christmas yet, mate. So get rested up. I know you're saying you don't feel ill, but you know, just get resting up. Like I say, get some vitamins and water, and hopefully you'll be fit as a fiddle, ready for Christmas, mate. But yeah, but like I say, plenty of. Still a couple of weeks yet till Christmas, mate. Still a couple of weeks. I keep yawning. That's because I was up early this morning, guys. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. So City on the ball, guys. Moving the ball forward. Sterling. What's he got an offside here? I think Sterling's got an offside. Sterling offside. That looks a bit tight. PFC, hi guys. The weather has brought my Wi-Fi down and loads of others down as well. So I am not sure if you will see this, but I am off to watch my local non-league side tonight. Have a good evening, mate. No worries, mate. Hope you enjoyed the great game. I thought you'd already gone, Dylan, because you haven't been in the chat. So I thought you might have already left. But yeah, no problem, mate. Like I say, appreciate you coming, getting involved when you can, mate. Always appreciate all the support you guys show. And hopefully, mate, you enjoy the football that you go. Who you going watching, Dylan? Let us know before you go, please, if you can. Who you going watching? But yeah, mate. Hopefully you have a good game and make sure you get a nice pie at half time. And it might. Let's hope that the weather is not that bad the week thingy. It's been stormy further up here, to be honest, mate. But it's not been too bad the last couple of days. It was stormy earlier in the week, so maybe it swept down the south. I don't know if you guys have got stormy weather going on down south. But thanks for that, Dylan, mate, and enjoy the game. Hopefully they get a win. If you're still there, Dylan, please do just drop in the comments who you're watching tonight, if you could, mate, before you go. Always interested to know what games you guys go watching. I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Thanks, Dylan. No worries, mate. Appreciate you coming. And like I said, always appreciate all the support you guys show. And like I say, stay safe, mate, and enjoy the game. Mikey, Gaz, did you Demare Gray injury time winner for Everton v Arsenal? I think you're meaning, did I watch it? Did I see it? I didn't know, mate. I saw the highlights of the game. To be honest, I was a bit frustrated with Everton last night, to be honest, mate, because I've been seeing a lot of talk on social media, Everton fans talking about walking out on the 27th minute to protest 27 years of not winning a trophy. And I did turn it on last night to watch some of the Everton game, and I think I turned it on, I think it was about just 5 minutes before the end of the first half. And I didn't see no fans had left that stadium. I did not see any fans had left that stadium. And the reason, if you're asking that, guys, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with fans staying in the stadium if they want to. But how many fans I've seen talking about this walkout, and then last night when I watched the game or watched part of the game, there were no fans that had left, or if there was only a handful. So I'm one of these kind of guys. I'm not. If I say something, I try and stick to it. So when people talk the talk and then don't walk the walk, I find that kind of annoying, because it's like, well, why say it if you're not going to follow through with it? So for me, I was a bit frustrated with Everton. Not that I want fans to walk out. It's nothing like that. But if they're going to say stuff and publicise it and promote it, then do it. Don't talk the talk and then not walk the walk, because you just make yourself look like a hypocrite, because people think, oh, you're just blowing smoke. For me, if you say something, be a man and stick to your word. Show honour in what you say. You know what I mean? If you claim to say something or do something, then back it up with action. Because I just find it really irritating when people talk the talk and then don't walk the walk. I just think it's sad, really sad, because it's like, well, you know, you didn't need to say it. So why? If you know you're not going to do it, then just don't say it. You know, but that's just me, guys. Maybe it's because I'm an older guy, different generation, I don't know. But I've seen a lot of people on social media before the Everton game talking a lot of nonsense about walking out in the 27th minute. And it didn't happen. And if it did happen, it was like a small amount of fans. Because when I watched it, I think I turned it on at about 40 minutes. and watched mainly watched the second half, but I think there were about 5 minutes left of the first half. And I'm watching, and I'm expecting to see big chunks of the Everton stands empty, and there wasn't. There was not big chunks of the Everton stands empty. So where are all these fans that we're talking about walking out on social media? It's bizarre. But like I said, that's just for me, guys, because I am very much, as I'm sure some of you guys are aware, talking to me and getting to know me on social media. If I tell you something, I'll give it my best to remember and stick to my word. If I say to you, I'll do you a shout out, I will do my damn best to remember and keep my word and do you a shout out if I say I'm going to do that. It might not be on the day you want it, but if I've said it, I will do my best to remember it, and you're guaranteed that I will come back in the next couple of days and keep my word. And I'm just giving you guys that as an example. So I've not got a lot of time for people that talk the talk and then don't walk the walk, because I don't do that. If I say something, I stick to it, and I do my best to stick to it. And if I didn't stick to it and somebody reminded me, I would then go and do it and be so apologetic because I feel bad that I've not kept my word. That's just me. I'm a man of my word. I believe in sticking to my word. And if I say something, I stick to it. So I'm not a big fan of people that talk the talk and then don't walk the walk. But that's just me, guys. Maybe it's just me being a bit old-fashioned. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm just being old school too much. I might not agree with you, but I'll respect your opinion. So let's see what guys are saying. Don't forget, guys, please do hit the like button if you haven't. It'd be much appreciated. Mikey saying Pompey v Sheffield Wednesday on telly later tonight. Oh, right, cool. I didn't know. Is that League One game? Mike, is that a League One game, mate? Let me know, mate, if that's a League One game, because I looked this week, but I only looked at Championship games, and there were no midweek games on in the Championship. So maybe League One and League Two was playing, and I just haven't realised. Like I said, guys, I'm working so much sometimes, it's just hard to keep up with everything. But I thought there was no league games this week, through the week, in the weekday games, because there are no Championship games being played through the week this week. Oh, come on. The stream's trying to stop. So, yeah, let me know. Thanks, Mikey, for letting me know that, mate, because I genuinely thought there was no league games this week. Probably because I'd looked at the Championship and looked and saw that they weren't playing. So you just automatically presume that if the Championship is not playing, then the other leagues are not playing. But, yeah, thanks for that, Mikey. Much appreciated, mate. I'll definitely I'll check that out when I finish the stream. And see if I can keep up to date with. You know what? Bolton might even be playing tonight, and I might just have missed it. I'm going to check now. Let's have a look. See what's going on. Let's have a look, guys. Just bear with me a second. Where's that gone? There we go. Yeah, Mikey. Sorry. Yeah, Mikey's spot on. I did. See, guys, just so much not to keep up with. Let's have a look. Yeah, how have I missed that when Bolton are playing? How have I missed that? Do you know, that's just typical. Well, thanks for that, Mikey, mate. I didn't even know my own club was playing tonight. What can you do, guys? I do my best to keep up with as much football as possible, but sometimes just miss things trying to keep up with stuff. I genuinely thought it was just a European football this week, so my bad. Big shout out there to Mikey for pointing that out. Much appreciated. Sam Thornton, I saw a picture of the mass walkout on the 27th minute, and there was about 10. There you go. Well, at least 10 people kept to their word. Thanks for that, Sam. Like I say, I'm not having a go at the Everton fans, guys. I'm just saying, I believe in keeping my word. If I say something, I do my best to stick to it. So when I see people talking, saying things, it's like, well, okay, I'll believe you if you stick to it, because People judge you off things like that. If people see that you say something and then you don't stick to your word, you get remembered for that. People start to remember, oh yeah, he just talks nonsense. He doesn't stick to his word, or she doesn't stick to his word. People remember that. So I've always been brought up that, you know, my mum and dad always taught me, if you say something, stick to it. You know, don't blow smoke. So thanks for that, Sam Thornton. Appreciate it, mate. Like I say, I just turned the game on about, I think it was about 5 minutes to half time, and it didn't look any places. I was expecting to see like big pockets of Ewood Park empty, and there wasn't. There was nothing, guys. It didn't look like one fan had left the ground. But massive shout to Mikey there for giving me an update on the league games, and also Sam for letting me know that he saw that some fans did walk out, but by sounds of it, only a handful. Love this streaming, guys. It's always great where we all share bits of football information that we know. So thanks for that. Appreciated. Mikey, why are they complaining? Why are they complaining they have a fantastic new stadium being built? They're complaining about, oh, right, sorry, I have to think what you meant then. You mean in Everton? They were complaining about the trophies, mate, because they don't think the owner is doing enough. They're basically, the owner is spending money at Everton. We know that. We've seen that. But the Everton, from what I've gathered of it, the Everton fans don't think the owner knows what he's doing. That's why they was going to walk out. So they're saying we haven't won a trophy in 27 years, and we're not looking like we're going to win a trophy for another 20 odd years because they feel that the owner doesn't know what he's doing. So that's why they was planning to walk out, mate. But like I say, I think a lot of it was just fans talking. So, yeah, maybe trying to get a reaction from the club. But this is what I mean. You're not going to get a reaction from the club when the club know you're not going to follow through with it. Because how many fans have done it? And to be quite honest, I don't think walkouts work, guys. And the reason I don't think walkouts work, because once you pay your ticket, the club's got your money. And that, let's be honest, that's what the owners are bothered about. They're only bothered about your ticket money. Do you know what I mean? Everything else is a bonus. So, yeah, they want you to go in the ground and create a good atmosphere because that's better for them selling their games to the TV companies. But let's be honest, guys, at the end of the day, these rich owners, they only want your ticket money. So if you go in the ground and pay your ticket and walk out on the 27th minute, you're not really achieving nothing because the owner's already had your money. So he's not really bothered because he's got his money. He's already took your money. So it's like, well, yeah, if you want to pay for a game and walk out after 27 minutes, that's up to you. They're not too bothered because they've already got your money. If you're going to make a protest, my opinion, that it needs to be thought out better than that. And I've always said, I'm not a big fan of fans protesting, boycotting games, stuff like that. I think there's other ways you can make protests and hit these owners in the pocket. And one way of doing it is stop buying merchandise from the club shop. So that way you're still putting into your club because you're still supporting the players. You're still supporting your club. You go into games. But to show protest, wear an old football shirt. Wear your club's last season shirt and don't buy the new season shirt. Make your protest that way. Because that is still hitting the owner in the pocket because they're making less shirt sales. And we all want the latest football shirt. But I've done it, guys. When my club has not been run right and I feel the owners are not doing the best for my club, I'll still go and support the players because it's not the players' fault. So I'll still go to the game and show support to the players, but I'll stop spending money everywhere else at the club. I'll stop going in the club shop spending money. I'll stop spending money in the cafeteria at the stadium. I'll take sandwiches with me and a cup flask or something so that I don't spend money in the stadium simply to make my protest. I'm putting less money into the owner's pockets, but I'm not going to not support my team. So I'll still spend money on tickets. I'll still show support to the players, but I'll stop spending money on everything else. And that, to me, is how you make a proper statement to owners. Because let's be honest, guys, if you're unhappy with your club and there's let's say 70-80% of fans all feel that they're not happy with the club, and you all that 70-80% of fans stop buying club shirts and you all wear older shirts, it's going to be seen on the telly. It's going to see all the fans of your club wearing old shirts, old Bolton shirts, old Dundee shirts, old Manchester United shirts, because you are making a protest. I am not buying a new shirt until this owner starts listening to us. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that's a more thing, or do you agree with stadium walkouts? All we're on about on here, guys, is all about opinions. I share my opinions, and I want you guys to share your opinions. We don't always have to agree. We just have to respect that we have different opinions. So I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Do you agree with stadium walkouts? Mikey saying, yes, mate. Well, hopefully that has cleared it up and explained it a bit more for you, mate. Was going to be tomorrow, but got moved forward. Was going to be tomorrow. What was going to be tomorrow, mate? Sorry, you confused me there. I'm not following you, mate. My apologies. Please explain what you mean with that, Mikey. Sorry, mate. You've lost me there with that one. Everton's new ground will cost an estimated 500 million. You can't invest bigger bags of money into your squad when you have that kind of money tied up in a new step. Well said, Mikey. Well said. But to be fair, the owner has actually been spending money on players. You know, he has invested in the team as well. He's spending all this money on the stadium, and he has invested in the team as well. To be fair. But like I said, the reason the Everton fans wanted to protest is because they feel that the owner doesn't know enough about football. And that is their protest. It's not that they're protesting him spending money. They're not protesting that. They're protesting because they feel the ownership keeps making bad decisions about bringing players in, managers and stuff like that. That is why they're protesting. It's got nothing to do with the money side of it, mate. The fans are wanting to protest because of the way they think the money is actually being spent on players. They don't think the club is spending the money in the right places, bringing the right players in. And obviously, part of it as well has come to a head, mate, because they've got Rafa Benitez, haven't they, as manager, and that doesn't sit well with a lot of Everton fans because obviously he's an ex-Liverpool manager. So that's kind of brought it to the surface a little bit, if you like, mate. So, guys, RB Leipzig's just gone 2-0 up. What are Manchester City doing? I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Do you agree? Do you think that Manchester City just having a poor game? So yeah, good goal that from Leipzig, hitting Man City on the counter attack. I think that's what they're doing here. They're definitely catching Man City. Both goals have been on the counter attack. So we have to give respect to Leipzig. They're definitely trying to make sure that they secure some European football for themselves for the new year. It's disappointing for Manchester City, guys, to be honest. Really disappointing because we've all seen how well they can play. And there's some players that's been changed. I mean, I noticed the goalkeeper. They changed the goalkeeper. There's some other players in the team that don't normally get guaranteed a first team place. And I think it was Mikey or Sam earlier that said about players should be wanting to play to earn and show that they deserve a start in the next game. I totally agree with that. But to me, guys, it looks like Leipzig have done their research and are keeping it tight at the back and hitting Manchester City on the counter-attack. That lead is really annoying. It keeps catching and pulling it off my ear. Mikey saying Portsmouth game was originally tomorrow, but they right. Thanks, Mikey. Appreciate you clearing that up, mate. I was just confused with what you meant, mate, because obviously I was talking about Everton. I see what you mean now, mate. Thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, no worries. Like I say, mate, I genuinely, what I've done is I normally, if I see a League One game or a Championship game, then I normally presume they're all playing midweek. And I'd looked on Sunday to see if there was Championship were playing in the middle of the week. And I saw that they weren't playing. And I haven't looked at Bolton's fixtures recently. So I just presumed there was no midweek games this week for the league. And obviously I presumed wrong. I should have looked more detail. I just presumed because the Championship wasn't playing that League One and League Two wouldn't be playing as well. Because normally, let's be honest, if the Championship played midweek, then normally League One and League Two are playing midweek. So yeah, like I say, maybe also, I suppose the FA Cup to take into account as well. I forgot to take that into account because we've just had the FA Cup second round over the weekend. And obviously Championship clubs not in that yet. Only League One and League Two clubs in that. So now it makes sense. See, guys, my brain's obviously sometimes not, focused on other stuff, not football, and it doesn't all. And then I come on here and you guys make it all compute. So yeah, big shout out there, Mikey. Thanks for that, mate. Definitely getting my football brain functioning right. I thought I'd come on confident tonight, guys, thinking I'd caught up with some football news because I've been reading all sorts the last few days. But obviously, we've got a penalty, guys. We've got a penalty. Sorry to change the subject. We've got a penalty, guys. Oh yeah, that's definitely a penalty. There's a bit of a shove there, isn't there? That's definitely a penalty, guys. Let's see what happens with this. We're on 74 minutes. Corner. Oh, I thought it was he's changed his mind. Is that because of VAR? He was given a penalty. It is a nice stadium, that, isn't it, guys? Let me know your thoughts. Do you like the RB Leipzig stadium? I do like it, me. I like it. It looks cool. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the colours. Colours make it look quite welcoming. Not all stadiums are welcoming, guys. I think that looks pretty... pretty fancy. A Man City have equalised. That is a beautiful cross. Absolutely beautiful cross. And Mahrez gets on the end of it. Oh, absolutely. That really nice cross. Was that from Sterling then? Shinchenko, I thought it was Sterling. It's normally Sterling whipping balls in like that, but no, Shinchenko. Did I pronounce that right, guys? But that's a beautiful cross, that. And Mahrez getting down low enough to head it in. So it's 2-1, guys. 2-1. That was a beautiful goal, to be fair. Yeah, that's right, Mikey. Well said, mate. Bundesliga have some nice grounds, to be fair. Yeah, totally agree, mate. Like I said, I've never really looked at Leipzig's ground, to be honest. First time I've really taken notice. Isn't this where the Champions League was played? Yeah, the Champions League final here. Was it the one Liverpool played in? Or am I getting that wrong? Let me know, guys. One for you guys. I want to know if you can remember. Let me know if you remember. Is this the ground that Liverpool played the Champions League final in? Or am I remembering it? Has there been a Champions League final at this ground? Because I'm sure it's familiar. I'm sure it is. I might be wrong. I might be getting confused with another stadium. Let's be honest, guys. The UEFA moved the final round the Europe that much to different grounds that it can be hard to remember sometimes. Unless, obviously, when your own club play in a final, you remember it, don't you? So yeah, plenty of action in the game. It's livened up a bit. Mikey, let me know, mate. Are you on social media? Because I've not seen if you're on social media, mate. It'd be good to know if you have if you're on Twitter or Instagram or something, mate. I think if I remember rightly. Didn't you? I think your mate told me that you don't bother with social media, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me know, Mikey, if you do, mate. Do you bother with social media or not? So, guys, we've got some substitutes coming on now. RB Leipzig making some subs. It looks like it might be potentially because of the reply goal from Manchester City. Maybe they're trying to shore things up at the back to keep it tight to try and see out the win. Mikey, not on any social media, mate. All right, fair enough, mate. Yeah, no worries. Well, to be honest, I never used to bother with social media until I started doing Fandom. But obviously, because I'm doing Fandom, I need to use social media. But yeah, I was just asking, mate, because obviously, if you was on Instagram, I was going to invite you to get involved in the fan chats if you're interested. But no, if you're not on it, that's fair enough. Like I say, mate, I never used to bother with social media until I started Fandom. But yeah, like I say, mate, if you ever do start on social media, then drop me a follow and let me know, and I'll happily follow you back on there, mate, because I always want to be following good football fans, and especially fans that are part of the Fandom community on social media. To give you guys support as well with stuff that you guys get up to on social media. But yeah, Mikey, thanks, mate. Appreciate you letting me know. I just thought I'd ask, mate, because I thought I'd just mention it. And Stevie, my admin moderator, Stevie, if you could just drop my email in the chat. I'll get Stevie to drop it in, Mikey. I don't really use email a lot, to be fair, mate, but I can talk to you through email occasionally, because I'm working a lot, so it's a lot easier to do a lot of the stuff I do through social media, mate. But yeah, definitely. It'd just be good to be able to have another option to talk to you, mate. Where's this thing gone? It's disappeared. Sorry, guys, I'm just reloading this up because it's gone. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to reload it. There we go. Oh, has to do it, doesn't it? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. It does it every so often. You have to refresh it, unfortunately. It's just the computer gremlins. But yeah, Mikey. Like I say, hopefully Stevie will drop the email address in, and that can talk to you other way. But yeah, you maybe you should think about it, mate. Oh, we've got a red card here, guys. Sorry, Mikey. I'll come back to that in a second, mate. What's gone? What have I missed here? What have I missed? Somebody's been sent off here with a red card. What's going on? Yeah, I want to see it again. And I'm listening to the commentator here saying we need to see that again. I want to see it again. So it's Kyle Walker that's gone. Oh, what is he thinking there? What is Kyle Walker thinking there? How is that? What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, Kyle Walker wants to have a long, hard look at himself because I think he just had a serious red mist moment, and we've got a player injured as well. One of the City defenders looks in a bit of discomfort there. So, yeah, Kyle Walker sent off, red card. And to be fair, guys, definitely deserved because he that there's no excuse for that. I'm not even going to excuse that. Is so unprofessional what he just did, guys. He should bow his head in shame. It was an absolute disgrace. Did he want the shower early or something? What do you think, guys? That was such a poor tackle. It weren't even a tackle, were it? It was just a kick. And this, we got to remember, we have the right to criticise players when they do stuff like this, guys. They're paid a lot of money to be professional, and that means play professional, have a professional attitude, show professionalism in your game, in your mannerisms, when you're in public, when you're not in public, and play professionally and sportsmanship as well. That was so unsporting to do that. I don't get why he done that. I don't get that at all. That was such a poor decision. What he's made, I don't get why he's done it. Red mist moment, guys. Definitely a red mist moment. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just having a little bit of rant there about about Walker. I'm disgusted that he's done that. I am. It's not professional. Come on, he's paid a lot of money to be professional. Why has he done that? Does he want the shower early before everybody else? Because that's what it looked like to me. There was no need for that. He's just let his whole team down. Guys, I'm sensing, because I'm just seeing John Stones try and knock the ball out of a Leipzig player, and so I'm sensing that we got some frustration coming on here from Manchester City players, which is a bit poor. Come on, because they can afford to lose. No, we don't want to see them lose this game, but it's not like their Champions League future depends on this game, is it? So seeing some of the players kind of behaving like they are is a bit disappointing. Oh, that was a close shot there from De Bruyne. Sorry, guys. Just me having a rant for a minute there. My apologies. Mikey, what's your email? Oh, yeah, mate. So hopefully, yeah, Stevie sent it there, mate. There it is, Stevie. Stephen Allen. Thank you. You're a star, Stevie. Appreciate that, mate. There you go, Mikey. You can drop me a message on my email. Like I said, I will talk to you on the email, mate. I don't use it loads because obviously I'm obviously a lot of people that want to talk to me about Fanden stuff talk to me through social media. But just to give you a tip, if it interests you, I mean, obviously I respect your decision, Mikey. If you don't want to be on social media, mate, no problem with that. Everybody's, like I said before I started Fanden, I never bothered with it either. And that's probably because we're older, mate, because we don't need to have social media to socialize. We have social skills, which mean we don't need to be on social media. But yeah, mate, if you are interested, just to let you know, if you did ever think about going on social media, if you go on Instagram, you can set up your own personal account and keep it private. So that means that people can't see personal pictures unless you let them follow you. That is one of the good things. That is why I use Instagram a lot, because there's a lot of good things on Instagram that are not necessarily on some of the old other social media networks. So just chucking it out there for you, mate, if it interests you. If you ever did want to try social media, you can have an account on Instagram and you can keep your personal stuff private and it blocks it off. Anybody that's not following you cannot see what's on your account. They can only see what your account is called and your profile picture, and that's it. That's all they can see. So yeah, just letting you know if that is of any interest to you, mate. But yeah, definitely. drop me a message on the email message, mate, and I will happily have a proper chat with you through email if that is good for you, mate. Be interesting to talk to you outside of the channel because I can talk a bit more relaxed, mate. But yeah, definitely looking forward to talking with you there outside of the channel, mate. Cheers, Stephen Allen. So there, thanks, Stevie. Big shout out to Stevie Allen there in the background. We don't always hear from Stevie, but she's always busy doing the work for us in the background. My mate there, Stephen, always ready to step into action when it's needed. So massive shout out there, and thanks, Mikey. There you go, Stevie. Some appreciation from Mikey as well. Thank you. Sent you an email, Gaz. Okay, mate. Thank you. I will definitely take a look after the stream and get back to you, mate. Welcome, Mikey. Thanks, Stephen. Much appreciated, mate. Mikey, haha. Well said, mate. Yeah, about the free kick, the tackle. Yeah, I think that's what you're meaning, mate. But yeah, come on. It was Walker. What is Walker thinking? I think he's lost his plot there a bit. Lost the plot a bit there. Definitely. Poor decision. Like I say, maybe he wanted to get the showers first. Maybe that's what it is. I want the hot water first. Because it seemed like a bit of a poor tackle. Have we got another one here? Oh, it's offside. But yeah. See, this is why City players need to be aware of this, because some European clubs will happily. I mean, come on, guys. If they were playing against Paris Saint-Germain and they were putting tackles in like this, they potentially could lose 2 or 3 players because there is a few players in the Paris Saint-Germain team that like to go down very easy. So they're lucky they're playing a German side because, let's be honest, the Germans do have a professional attitude to their football, to be fair. So City's still pushing for this equaliser, guys. 3 minutes added time. 3 minutes added time. Manchester City pushing for the equaliser. Have they studied Jack Grealish, guys? Have they studied Jack Grealish? You don't tackle Jack Grealish. And if you're not, unless you know you're going to win the ball. You know, that's one of his greatest assets. He draws fouls like you can't believe. Oh, what a wasted free kick. Well, I'm not. That's a strange one, that, guys. I don't know if you just picked up on that. The referees just brought the play back because obviously Manchester City player had gone to take the ball off the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper's about to kick it. But I was under the understanding of years of watching football. I was always under the understanding once the ball leaves the goalkeeper's hands, then the ball's in play. That was how I've always understood football. So let me know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that's right? It seems a bit of a strange one that the referee tried to bring that back. Well, didn't try. He did bring that back. There seemed very little in it, didn't there? There's some soft tackles going in here now, guys. I don't know if the players are maybe getting a bit tired, but there is some poor tackles going in. I'm just hearing the commentators on the game, and I'm sure you guys are obviously criticising the referee. You know, it's Jack Grealish hasn't got any shin pads on, guys, so it doesn't look like he's got shin pads on. It's a bit taking a bit of a risk, that, guys. If he takes a whack to the shins, it could be a serious injury, that. Mikey, I've been trying to watch the game, but the stream I'm on keeps lagging. Yeah, you get that sometimes, mate. You do get that sometimes. You do get that. I've had the stream I'm watching it on, and I'm watching it on a stream I'm paying for, and all, and it's still been laggy. But yeah, I get your frustration, Mikey. There's been times where I've watched games where it's been. This one's not been too bad. It has been a little bit, but it's not interfered with the game too much, which I'm grateful for. Which it shouldn't, considering I'm paying for this stream. But I have watched other free streams before that I haven't paid for, and they've been an absolute nightmare, mate. So I totally get where you're going. So there you go, guys. Full-time whistle has gone. It's finished. Leipzig 2, Manchester City 1. Obviously, to be fair, Leipzig deserved it. Man City didn't do enough. There's plenty of possession, as always, with Manchester City. But they only really got themselves going, I think, properly in the second half. In the first half, it was more a case of a lot of ball possession with very little end product, shall we say. Whereas in the second half, they seemed to step up the intensity a bit more, but it was a bit too late, wasn't it, guys? Because RB Leipzig, to me, looked like they've done the research on Man City. They were prepared. They've focused what they needed to do, and they've managed to get the points they need to ensure that they have got Europa League football next season. So we've got Manchester City qualified, guys. I'll just quickly show you the group as it's now stands. So just bear with me a second, guys. Just bear with me a second. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's the that is Group A as it stands. Hang on a second. There you go. Can you see it, guys? There you go. You can see it clearly. That's Group A as it stands. So we have Manchester City qualified, obviously, before the game even kicked off today. So they've finished on 12 points, 4 wins and 2 defeats, which is a bit strange for Manchester City, 2 defeats. Normally quite strong in the group stages. Seen them qualify plenty of times without even dropping any points. Paris going through on second on 11 points, 3 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws. Leipzig, 2 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats, go through in the Europa League spot on 7 points. And Club Brugge, bottom of the group on 4 points with only 1 win, 1 draw and 4 defeats. So they'll drop out of Europe this time round. So there you go, guys. Obviously, not a lot to talk about, guys, tonight. Obviously, disappointing game, to be honest, overall. But the main thing was Manchester City qualified. And like I say, I just wanted to try the stream tonight at a different time because, as you guys know, a lot of the streams I do tend to be around the 8 o'clock kickoff times. So tonight I wanted to try and do a Champions League stream at a different time just to see if it made any difference. Because as I keep telling you guys, still a lot for me to learn about YouTube yet. So obviously sometimes when I do some streams and some videos, there is an element of where I'm thinking to try and do it as a learning process as well. And hopefully you guys understand that, because if I don't look to learn, guys, I can't keep improving the channel, and I want to keep improving, and I want to keep working to make the channel better for you guys, because like I say, I'm very passionate about building a true channel for fans. So there you go, guys. Massive shout out to all you guys that have come and dropped in tonight. Apologies if the kickoff time wasn't the most suitable with whatever you guys have got going on. As I said plenty of times before, I totally understand that you guys have got your own stuff going on in your life, and it's not always convenient to come and get involved in streams and show support. But whenever you do, I really, really do appreciate it, guys. So I just want to point that out. I'm always grateful to the support you guys show. And thank you very much for all your positive comments. Guys, I'm going to be looking to stream next on Thursday, hopefully, for a Europa League game. I will probably list it as one game, guys, but we will talk about all UK clubs in Europe as usual. So we won't be focused just on the one game. I'm not sure if I'll do it as a game watch-along or a post-match or a pre-match, but I'll definitely try and arrange to do something on Thursday, because I like to... one thing I'm trying to do, guys, is trying to stick to doing as many Thursdays as possible, so that at least one day a week you guys know I'm going to be 99% of the time I'll be streaming on a Thursday. But like I say, there'll be the occasional Thursday where it might not be possible because of work commitments, but I will try to stick to as many Thursdays as possible anyway. So yeah, hopefully, like I say, be back on Thursday with a live stream. Like I said, big shout out to all you guys. Really appreciate all your positive comments and your support. Like I say, building this channel for you guys. So really appreciate it when you guys embrace what it's about and come and get involved. It's much appreciated. So guys, that's about it for me. Sorry there's not a lot to talk about after the game. It was a bit of a flat performance tonight from Manchester City. And I want to go and obviously grab some food, and I'm going to try and sit down I'm going to actually try and multifunction now, guys. I'm going to go and have some food, and I'm going to try and listen to the Bolton game on the radio whilst also watching the Liverpool game as well, if that's possible. So yeah, I'm going to go and do some multifunctioning, guys. But yeah, like I say, massive shout out to all you guys. Really appreciate it. I'll just read out final comment from Mikey. Nice one, guys. Off to follow the Pompey match. Drop me an email and we can swap numbers. Yeah, sounds good, mate. Yeah, love the sound of that. Definitely. Be good to have a proper chat with you, mate. Where it's not in a stream. So yeah, I will definitely try and catch up with you soon, mate, and hopefully we can have a good chat and catch up properly. And yeah, mate, hopefully Pompey get a win for you tonight, mate. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate all you positive comments and support. Take care. Look after yourself. Stay safe out there, guys. And hopefully I will see you on Thursday. All the best. Bye for now.